Ambassador Diana Martinez stood before the Arcturus Federation Council, her calm demeanor masking the weight of representing Earth's first official contact with the galactic community. The chamber's crystalline walls towered above, filled with representatives from 200 spacefaring civilizations. High Chancellor Vexthor's multifaceted eyes studied her with careful deliberation. Your species achieved faster-than-light travel mere decades after discovering atomic energy. This is unprecedented. Humans tend to be quick learners, Martinez replied with a diplomatic smile. Especially when faced with challenges. The assembled delegates murmured. A representative from the silicon-based lithoid spoke, their voice resonating through the translator matrix. Our analysis suggests your species should have destroyed itself several times over. Your historical records show multiple near-extinctions, yet you survived. How? Martinez activated a holographic display, showing scenes from human history. We adapt. We innovate. When conventional solutions fail, we try the unconventional. The council watched as images played, ancient seafarers and navigating by stars, the Wright brothers' first flight, the moon landing, and finally, the first human quantum fold drive test. Your methods appear chaotic, observed Ambassador Xyrix of the Logical Concordat. Your spacecraft designs violate several efficiency protocols. Your military tactics ignore standard combat algorithms. Even your social structures defy traditional hierarchical models. That's precisely what makes us effective, Martinez countered. We've learned that sometimes the most efficient path isn't always the best one. Humanity thrives on challenging established norms. The debate continued for hours, with various council members raising concerns about humanity's inclusion in the Federation. They cited Earth's ongoing climate challenges, political divisions, and what they termed evolutionary inconsistencies. Captain James Sullivan, standing behind Martinez, suppressed a grin as she systematically addressed each point. The aliens didn't yet understand that what they saw as flaws were actually humanity's greatest strengths. A warning klaxon interrupted the proceedings. Emergency data streamed across the chamber's displays. Unknown entities detected at the edge of Federation space, announced the security AI. 3 colony worlds have gone silent. Martinez exchanged glances with Sullivan. This could be humanity's chance to prove their worth, or confirm the Council's fears about their species. High Chancellor Vexthor's appendages rippled with concern. The Council will reconvene after this situation is assessed. Ambassador Martinez, your petition for Federation membership will be dash. If I may, Martinez interrupted, breaking diplomatic protocol. Earth's defense forces are already in this sector. We'd like to offer our assistance. The Council erupted in objections, but Martinez stood firm. You've seen our history. Humanity has faced extinction-level threats before. We're rather good at surviving them. Sullivan stepped forward, displaying tactical data from the Earth fleet. Our ships may not follow your efficiency protocols, but they're equipped with some unique capabilities. The Council chambers fell silent as they studied the human vessel's specifications. Their designs were unlike anything in the Federation database, a mix of conventional technology and innovations that seemed to defy standard physics models. Very well, Vexthor finally declared. Show us how humanity handles a crisis. But be warned, if your chaotic methods endanger Federation citizens, there will be consequences. Martinez smiled. Understood, Chancellor. Captain Sullivan, please inform the fleet. It's time to show the galaxy what humans do best. As they left the chamber, Sullivan whispered, they're not ready for this, are they? Definitely not, Martinez replied. But that's exactly why they need us. The Earth ships moved into position, their unconventional configurations already causing confusion among Federation tactical systems. Humanity's first real test in galactic society was about to begin, and they were going to face it the way they always had, by rewriting the rules. The crisis emerges. Fleet Commander Isabella Reyes watched as the sensor data poured in from the silent colony worlds. The Federation's advanced monitoring systems showed nothing, no signs of conventional weapons, no warp signatures, no quantum distortions. Just silence. Analysis complete, reported Lieutenant Kira Patel from her neural interface station. We're detecting microscopic alterations in local spacetime fabric. Whatever hit these colonies, it's operating on principles we've never seen. The Federation flagship Eternal Logic maintained formation alongside Reyes's vessel, the ESS Unconventional. Admiral Zexenar's holographic form materialized on the bridge. Our tactical computers have run 1 million simulations. No known weapon could achieve these effects. Reyes studied the data with growing interest. That's because you're looking for weapons. Lieutenant Patel, run spectrum analysis through filter protocol Omega 7. The bridge crew watched as new patterns emerged in the data. Patel's eyes widened. Commander, these signatures, they're similar to quantum computing processes, but twisted somehow. They're not destroying the colonies, Reyes announced. They're rewriting them. Converting matter into computational substrate. She turned to the Federation Admiral's hologram. Your civilizations developed digital technology, then quantum computing. But what if someone went sideways? Clarify, demanded Zexenar. Earth developed dozens of competing computer architectures before settling on current standards. Some were dead ends, some were brilliant but impractical. What we're seeing here is like one of those alternatives taken to its extreme. The sensor grid lit up with new alerts. More colonies were going dark, their very matter being transformed into alien processing nodes. Federation ships maintained perfect formation, their tactical computers struggling to formulate a response to this unprecedented threat. Reyes opened a channel to her entire fleet. All ships, implement Darwin Protocol. Authorization Reyes 74 Charlie. Federation observers watched in confusion as the Earth vessels began executing seemingly random maneuvers, their formation dissolving into chaos. Some ships appeared to be flying backward, others were spinning on their axes, and a few seemed to be deliberately colliding with space debris. What are you doing? Zexenar demanded. Your ships have lost coherence. No, Reyes smiled. They're evolving. Each ship's computer is running rapid microvariations in their quantum fields, testing different configurations. The ones that work best against the threat are shared with the fleet, modified, and tested again. A massive distortion appeared between the fleet and the nearest compromised colony. The space itself seemed to fold, revealing something that hurt to look at, a structure that existed in too many dimensions at once. By the first logic, whispered Zexenar. It's their control node. The Earth ship's erratic movements suddenly synchronized, but not into any formation the Federation had seen before. They moved like a swarm of insects, their quantum fields harmonizing in ways that made the Federation's tactical computers crash. Evolution, Reyes explained as her ships engaged the impossible enemy, isn't about finding the perfect solution. It's about finding solutions that work right now, then building on them. Sometimes the best answers come from mistakes. The battle that followed defied conventional physics. Earth ships deliberately created gravitational resonance cascades, using their own drive failures as weapons. They transmitted corrupted data packets that caused sections of the enemy structure to try processing paradoxes, tying up their computational resources. When it was over, the enemy retreated, leaving behind colonies that were slowly reverting to normal matter. Federation analysts would spend years studying the battle recordings, trying to understand how such apparent chaos could produce victory. Reyes stood in her ready room, preparing her report, when Admiral Zexenar's hologram appeared again. Your methods, the Admiral stated, they should not have worked. That's humanity's secret, Reyes replied. We don't always know if something will work. We try it anyway. Sometimes we fail spectacularly. Sometimes we discover something amazing. But we never stop trying. The Admiral was silent for a long moment. The Council will want to understand these tactics. They can study our methods all they want, Reyes smiled. But understanding humanity isn't about analyzing our tactics. It's about embracing the beautiful uncertainty of existence. As the hologram faded, Reyes looked out at her fleet, already adapting and changing, preparing for the next impossible challenge. The galaxy was about to learn that humanity's greatest strength wasn't their technology or their determination, it was their willingness to leap into the unknown, again and again, evolving with every jump. Proving their worth. Commander Nadia Volkov led the Joint Federation Earth Task Force deeper into uncharted space, tracking the computational entity they now called the Metamind. Her ship, ESS Prometheus, carried a mixed crew of humans and Federation specialists studying their unorthodox battle tactics. They're adapting to our evolutionary algorithms, reported Dr. Raj Kumar, head of tactical analysis. Each encounter shows them learning from our chaos strategies. The Federation science officer, Telax, manipulated a holographic model showing the Metamind's expansion. Their processing patterns have become more organic. They appear to be mimicking your species' thought processes. Then we'll have to think differently, Volkov decided. Dr. Kumar, remember that conversation we had about jazz? Kumar's eyes lit up. Commander, you're not suggesting. Initiative Jazz Protocol, Volkov announced. All ships, prepare for cognitive resonance synchronization. The Federation crews watched in bewilderment as human officers began uploading musical patterns into their ships' quantum field generators. Classical, jazz, rock, folk music from 100 Earth cultures, each vessel's energy signature began pulsing with unique rhythms. Music? Telax questioned. Against a computational entity? Not just music, Kumar explained. Human creativity is inherently unpredictable. We're using musical improvisation patterns to modulate our quantum shields. No two ships will have the same frequency. The Metamind appeared ahead of them, its structure now resembling a twisted mirror of their own fleet. But as it attempted to analyze and counter their defenses, it encountered something its vast processing power couldn't compute: pure human creativity. Earth ships moved in impossible harmonies, their shields resonating like a vast cosmic orchestra. When the Metamind adapted to one pattern, the humans would improvise, creating new configurations that existed for mere moments before transforming again. They're trying to predict our movements, Volkov observed. Show them what happens when humans really start jamming. The battle became a symphony of chaos. Ships spun and wove between dimension warping attacks, their movements guided by centuries of human musical theory. The Metamind's attempts to process the patterns caused cascading failures in its computational matrix. Federation observers were stunned as the seemingly random tactics resulted in the Metamind's retreat. Their sensors recorded everything, but their analysis programs crashed trying to find logic in the battle's progression. How do you quantify improvisation? Kumar asked Telax later, as they reviewed the engagement. You can't. That's what makes it beautiful. That's what makes it human. The Federation Council received Volkov's report with a mixture of awe and concern. Humanity had proven themselves again, but their methods challenged everything the galactic community thought they knew about warfare, physics, and the nature of intelligence itself. As the task force regrouped, preparing for their next encounter, Volkov addressed her crew. They called us chaotic, unpredictable, dangerous. They're right. But that chaos gave birth to art, to music, to dreams of touching the stars. And now it's helping us save the galaxy. The Federation would never look at humans quite the same way again. They had demonstrated that sometimes the most powerful weapon against logic was the beautiful unpredictability of the human spirit. The ultimate test. A massive metamind fleet emerged at the edge of Federation space, its computational structures now incorporating elements of human unpredictability. Admiral Helena Santos faced the largest assemblage of Earth and Federation ships ever gathered, knowing this would be the decisive battle. "They've been studying us," Strategic Officer David Okonjo noted, displaying analysis of the enemy's new configurations. Their formations show elements of human creative patterns mixed with Federation precision. The metamind had evolved, combining the logic of machine intelligence with unpredictable organic patterns. Their attacks now carried traces of human art, music, and even humor, all twisted into weapons of incomprehensible power. Santos activated the fleet-wide channel. "They think they understand us because they've copied our patterns. But they've missed something fundamental about humanity: we never play the same song twice." Initiating Phoenix Protocol, she commanded. The Earth ships began a transformation that made even their Federation allies stare in wonder. Each vessel's quantum field shifted, creating harmonics that resonated with human brainwave patterns. The entire fleet became an extension of their crew's consciousness. "Neural synchronization complete," reported Dr. Yuki Tanaka from the Psychops Center. "Every human in the fleet is now part of the Gestalt." The battle that followed transcended conventional warfare. Earth ships moved with impossible grace, each action guided by the combined creativity of thousands of human minds. When the metamind attempted to predict their patterns, they encountered not programmed responses but pure human inspiration. Federation ships provided the foundation of order within the chaos, their precise formations creating anchors around which human vessels wove complex battle dreams into reality. The combination proved devastating, logic and chaos in perfect harmony. The metamind's attempts to process the human neural patterns caused cascading failures throughout their network. They had copied human creativity but couldn't replicate the spark that made it truly alive. "They wanted to understand us," Santos transmitted to all ships as the enemy began to fragment. "Show them what it really means to be human." The fleet's response was beyond anything the galaxy had seen. Ships moved in patterns drawn from human dreams, their quantum fields resonating with everything from children's laughter to the rhythm of racing hearts. It wasn't just battle tactics, it was human nature itself turned into a weapon. When it ended, the metamind had been reduced to scattered fragments of code, unable to comprehend the chaos they had tried to contain. The Federation Council would debate for years whether to classify human neural patterns as strategic weapons. Santos stood at her command station, feeling the fleet's neural link slowly dissolve. "Humanity has always been chaos incarnate," she told her Federation allies. "The trick was never trying to control it, it was learning to dance with it." The galaxy would never be the same. The Federation had witnessed the full potential of human nature unleashed, and it had saved them all. The age of pure logic was over. The era of beautiful chaos had begun. A new understanding. The Galactic Council chamber looked different now. Where once crystalline walls had symbolized perfect order, they now held swirling patterns inspired by human art. Admiral Santos and Ambassador Martinez stood before the assembled representatives, presenting their final report on the metamind conflict. "The integration of human neural patterns with Federation technology has opened possibilities we never imagined," Martinez explained. "Our victory wasn't just about defeating an enemy, it was about evolving beyond our limitations." The changes were already visible throughout Federation space. Ships now incorporated both logical precision and creative flexibility. Training programs taught officers to embrace uncertainty alongside strategy. Even the Federation's massive data networks had been redesigned to accommodate human-inspired randomness. "We propose a new division," Santos announced, dedicated to exploring the synthesis of human chaos theory with Federation order. Not to control it, but to nurture it. The Council's response was unprecedented, they laughed. Not in mockery, but in genuine joy, having finally learned to appreciate the beautiful absurdity that humans had always embraced. High Chancellor Vex Thor, their crystalline form now shimmering with unpredictable patterns, spoke. When humanity first approached us, we saw only the danger in their chaos. Now we understand, it was never about containing their power, but learning to dance with it. The Galactic Academy established new principles combining Federation logic with human creativity. Young officers learned to appreciate both mathematical precision and artistic inspiration. The galaxy's first human Federation jazz ensemble performed at diplomatic functions, their music embodying the new harmony between order and chaos. Research stations began studying human dreams, not to quantify them, but to understand how they sparked innovation. Federation scientists worked alongside human artists, creating technologies that were both precisely engineered and beautifully unpredictable. We stand at the beginning of a new era, Martinez concluded. Not as separate species seeking to understand each other, but as partners in exploring the infinite possibilities of existence. The council chambers erupted in a very human round of applause. Above them, the station's quantum field generators hummed with patterns derived from children's laughter, creating shields that were both mathematically perfect and wonderfully chaotic. As the galaxy embraced this new paradigm, a message was added to the Federation's central archives: the greatest power in the universe isn't order or chaos, it's the courage to embrace both, to dance on the edge of reason and dream beyond its boundaries. This is humanity's gift to the stars. The age of separation was over. In its place arose something new, a civilization that celebrated both the elegant precision of mathematics and the wild beauty of human imagination. Together, they reached for possibilities that neither could have conceived alone. And somewhere in deep space, the remaining fragments of the metamind continued trying to understand what made humans truly unique, not realizing that the answer couldn't be computed, only experienced in the joyful dance between order and chaos.